Are AI pics on dating apps unethical? Alright, so in this video we're going to discuss whether or not using AI generated photos on dating apps is fair or just digital catfishing, right? So I'm going to break down if AI dating pics cross the line and compare it to all the things that women have been doing for years to look good both online and in person. Alright, so what are AI pics unethical versus ethical? So yeah, some people think they're misleading or unethical, but here's what I think. So I think it's unethical if you look completely different, right? So for example, you use AI to give yourself a six-pack when you're fat, or you're portraying a fake lifestyle. So for example, you're a broke student and you're using AI pics of you on like a yacht or a private jet, something crazy like that. And I think it's ethical or okay if you actually look the same in the pics as you do in real life, and then you also have the same lifestyle that you show in your pics. Alright, so women, right, have been doing all kinds of things to look better online and in person for all of human history. So this would be things like makeup. So I'm going to show you guys a bunch of before and after filters and editing apps, like Facetune, FaceApp, beauty filter, Photoshop, all that shit. Posing in different angles, good lighting. Alright, so let's just look at some before after of all that. Alright, so let's look at some makeup, right? Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, right? You get the point. Let's look at some filters. So before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty extreme with this one. Before, after. Let's look at some editing, before, after. Yeah, so before, after, before, after. So let's look at some angles. So this is before, after, before, after. So, alright, so let's look at push-up bras, right? Before, after, before, after. Alright, let's look at some shapewear. Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Look at difference between bad lighting, good lighting. So before, after, before, after. So yeah, you saw all the extreme things that women do to look better online and in person. So yeah, God forbid us men, we don't want to do all that shit or spend all day taking pictures just to get a date, since we also need to do things like make money, hit gym, learn how to fight, whatever. And yeah, not to mention just catfishing in general. The girl shows up to the date like 20 pounds heavier, looking older, or just overall less attractive. So yeah, I think it's kind of double standards, right? So why is it controversial when men ethically do things to present ourselves well online? So I'm not saying you should do Instagram versus reality type shit or like extreme stuff like I just showed you. Like I said, use AI to make pics that reflect what you actually look like, your actual lifestyle. And yeah, just in general, men, we aren't as good at online presentation compared to women because, for most of us, our main hobby isn't going to cafes and other places like that and just taking pics all day with our friends. So I think using AI kind of levels the playing field, and yeah, it gives us guys a chance to compete against women with profiles and appearance which have been super optimized for millions of years. So yeah, just like makeup or good photography for women and all the other shit that I just showed you, AI can help men present their best selves online, which obviously can lead to better matches, more dates, more confidence, and in my opinion, fairer competition. And not to mention some dates, they might turn into relationships and things like that, so some women will win too. So yeah, in summary, AI dating pics, in my opinion, are ethical if used authentically. It's only unethical if you're using them to deceive or trick people. Don't create unrealistic expectations or images of yourself. You're just going to get ghosted after the first date. And yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you think that using AI pics on dating apps is okay or is it bad? Just let me know in the comments. And if you want to know how to make good AI pics on dating apps to get more matches and dates, check the pinned comment. Or if you want me to just make good AI pics for you, also check the pinned comment. But yeah, if you like the vid, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you all next time.